It's the nation's favourite antiques experts. Behind the wheel of a classic car.
This is the ejector bomb.
And a goal to scar Britain for antiques.
Where's my yellow submarine?
The aim to make the biggest profit at auction. But it's no mean feat. There'll be worthy winners and valiant losers.
It's cheap firewood.
Will it be the high road to glory
We look really cool in this.
or the slow road to disaster?
Oh, I don't know what I'm driving.
This is Antiques Road Trip. Yeah.
Glorious Gloucestershire. Fresh country air and a relaxing rural soundscape. Hang on a minute.
Oh, it's a roller coaster.
Scream if you want to go faster. Seeking thrills and treasure, the gear-grinding Ishi Khan and his glamorous co-pilot, Catherine Sutherland.
I want to find some good jewellery. Let's put it out there. Is there gold in Gloucestershire?
Is there gold in Gloucestershire? Oh.
If there is, no doubt you two jewellery buffs will sniff it out.
We are halfway through the trip.
We are.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I have to say, King Ishi.
I don't know. I think it's all still to play for.
Only just. All hail the King of Curiosities, His Highness of Hatton Gardens. Bling is definitely Ishi's thing.
This is gold.
And apparently so is winning.
Profit.
That's a nice profit, Ishi.
You'd think road trip regular Catherine could handle him,
Oh, crikey.
but no.
Oh, what did I do?
Last leg, a petitely priced pencil saw King Ishi retain his auction crown.
Mall Sheridan at £40.
Ishi.
I knew this was special. I loved it.
So he leads 2-0 in our best of 5. Now, forgetting about, our pair have this pacey little 90s number, the Toyota Starlet, which they've grown rather attached to.
Starla the Starlet. Starla is a dream. She might not be a looker. No offense. She's brilliant.
From Shenton in Leicestershire, via Coventry, Gloucester and Bath, our road trip hopefuls are on a rummaging rally towards the Isle of Wight.
Well, you haven't learned what to do with those skiing.
Vroom, vroom.
Vroom, 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 vroom.
This time out, we're vrooming towards Cirencester, and with the drop-off for Catherine on the way, Ishi is starting in Tewkesbury, where a mighty fine example of Norman architecture lends its name to his first port of call, Abbey Antiques.
Oh, wow.
With a fresh £200 in his pocket, Ishi's about to get his rummage on.
Let's see what we can scope out.
In charge of this cornucopia of collectibles is Diana. There's plenty to catch the eye in here, not to mention at the back.
Now, take a look at this incredible piece of art here. We've got constructed out of steel and chrome. Dating from the 1960s, this was actually made by the old shop owner here, Anton Asprajdi. This style of art, you see influences even today. Artists like Jeff Koons who've made work in a similar style. I don't believe that this is for sale.
Definitely more than £200 worth anyway.
What a treasure. And just goes to prove, you never know what you're going to find when you walk into one of these antique shops.
Here, here. That's why we love them.
A cherubic candlestick holder. I suspect it's early 20th century, maybe late 19th century. It's priced extremely fairly at £55, but the base is missing. I think on this occasion, I'm going to not be able to take the risk.
He's all about that base, is Ishi. Elsewhere in Gloucestershire, Catherine is skipping solo to Cheltenham. Here's hoping that Neptune, of the town's famous fountain, blesses her with smooth sailing in Orangerie. Also, with a fresh £200 budget, our girl's ready to shop. And in control of Catherine's destiny today, despite a lack of trident, will be Caroline.
Hey, hi, welcome to the Orangery.
There's a lot of lovely items around, so if I can have a little peruse.
Please do, and if you need any help, let me know.
Thanks very much.
Let that browsing begin. On offer, a classy collection of curios. Excuse you.
are these Oriental. These are Majolica candlesticks, mermaids.
Maybe these are more Neptune's department after all.
What I like about Majolica is that no two pieces are sort of exactly the same. The glazes are sort of quite different. There's something about those that might be interesting.
Very nice. And while you're in the area, anything else take your fancy?
Now I've noticed this clock, which is French, absolutely. So it's got like an enamel dial. But what's lovely about it is this sunburst design, which is so popular.
It's a very attractive design,
It's
isn't
a
it?
really lovely design. Does it work?
It is in working order.
Is it possible that I could have a little look at that?
Absolutely.
Do you have any sticks?
I'll get them for you.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Trust me to try and find something up there.
Crikey, do be careful.
Right, here we go.
I can't watch. Tell me when it's over.
Lovely. So it hasn't got a glass cover. The hands are a little bit rusty. Seen better days, haven't they? We've got 75 on it. I mean, there are a few problems I can see. Is there something that can be done on this?
There are some missing things to it. I will reflect that in the price for you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you. As a clock, it's got a very straightforward French movement. If I just open up the back and show you. Maker of movements, Chappie Frere. It's really more about the design, and that's why I'm interested in it. 1920s, 1930s, got £75 on it. I think if I can get that down to sort of the 40-ish mark, that would be better for me.
Only time will tell. Still exploring in Tewkesbury, our other antiques adventurer.
I'm looking for bargains.
Of course you are. Easier with the naked eye, though.
Hello, guys.
Quit horsing around.
What have I been drawn to? And it might actually surprise you, because for once, it's not the lock. It's this lovely little trinket box. Brass in the form of a casket or a sarcophagus. We've got Gothic arches at the back, and these are figures. Maybe they're the apostles. And then on the top here, possibly a depiction of Jesus Christ. It's probably early 20th century. It's got a ticket price of £35. I think that's fair. Let's see how this does at auction.
That's providing you seal the deal.
Diana, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Ishi.
I've whittled it down to this trinket box.
It's a little ecclesiastical casket.
Yes, it's got a ticket price of £35.
Yes.
Is there any movement?
I think we can do a 10% discretion on that.
32. So that would bring it down to 32. Just to save us faffing around with change.
I would think so, yes.
We can do a clean 30.
That'd be lovely, it's all yours.
You're a darling, Diana.
Thank you so much.
That ecclesiastical trinket box leaves Ishi with £170 in the kitty.
Lovely, thank you very much indeed.
I'm really excited to see how this does.
Yeah, I hope you have some success with it. Thank you very much, bye-bye.
That's one happy chappie. Now, what of Catherine in Cheltenham? Already earmarked a sunburst clock and some Majolica mermaids. But she's not done yet. No, no.
I like these. £90 on them.
Another pair of figural candlesticks. Must be her thing today.
What they're actually made from, I don't know. They're certainly not modern, that's for sure.
Intriguing piece. Any info, Caroline?
They were bought at auction, but they were described as Egyptian, but I'm not so sure they are.
No, not Egyptian, definitely not. Just looking at it, there seems to be an awful lot of age. Yeah, no, I like those.
I think these might be her new favourite candlesticks. Sorry, mermaids.
There's something else that's caught my eye. Now, I absolutely love lobster.
I wouldn't expect anything else for Madame Southern.
I don't have a set of these, but I always find them quite interesting. A set of lobster picks.
No home should be without.
It'd be lovely if these were silver, but they're actually silver plate. But what's lovely about these are they're very simple. They're in a lovely silk and velvet lined case with the name of Harrods. I'd say they're probably 20s or 30s. I can see that we've got a little problem with the hinge there. It's obviously had a lot of use.
They've certainly seen a lobster or two. Price, please.
They got £68 on them, which I don't think is too bad. That could be one for me. I do like my lobster.
You don't say. Well, actually, you already did. Twice. Right, deal time, and make it snappy.
Caroline, may I interrupt you?
Absolutely.
For a few seconds. The clock I'd really like to pay about 40-ish on that.
Yeah, I can do it for 40.
Thank you. I do quite like your lobster pigs. I'm going to pitch an offer on those. Well, ideally, I would want sort of 35.
Go on, 35 as you're having
35,
two.
OK.
Blimey, that's some hard bargaining.
And then the figures. Can I offer you 40 on those?
If you take all three, I'll do 100 for all three.
I will. Are you sure that's OK?
Pleasure.
Wonderful.
Generous package deal, Caroline. £40 for the sunburst clock, 35 for the lobster picks, and 25 for the pair of mysterious Asian candlesticks.
Thanks ever so much.
Good luck at auction.
Thank you very
Make
much.
some money.
And with that, she's off with those curious candlesticks to follow to the sale room. Not enough hands for those, so they'll be picked up later. Meanwhile, in the Starlet, our resident boy racer is journeying on.
I'm really excited to go to Gloucester. I've heard the cathedral is incredible.
Sure is. More of that later. With Catherine en route, Ishi is first to arrive in Gloucester, where the city's famous docks propelled the area's economic growth from the late Georgian era. With a potential £170 to plough into a local antique store, here's our fella.
Where's Catherine?
Don't you worry about her, she'll not be far behind. Their hunting ground? Upstairs, downstairs. A well-stocked, chock-a-block shop headed up by owner Vic with Mark on hand to help.
Does it look real? From about 10 foot, I reckon you'd get away with it.
Except no imitations, is she? Auction-fit finds are what we're after.
Now, what's this? Sterling silver, a velvety base. This is actually a very, very fancy nail buffer. I mean, the Victorians really did everything with class, style, and elegance.
Just like you, Ishi. £28 on that one.
Potential, but we're going to carry on looking.
Here she comes, look, with a spring in her step and £100 in her pocket.
Hello.
Hello, Catherine. Fancy meeting you here.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Catherine.
Very good.
Yes.
Where do we start? Upstairs? Why not
Yes,
upstairs
yes, there's
first?
bits and pieces upstairs, by all means.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Better get yourself rummaging before Ishi clears out the cabinets.
We've got a pair of rings here, both set with a little duck. Lovebirds for lovers.
Perfect for partners who are absolutely quackers for one another.
Now, I can see some hallmarks inside, so I'm just going to take a look with my loupe. So on this side, we've got the maker's mark LD, and then if we turn it around, I can see the lion rampant for sterling silver, the leopard head, which means that this was assayed in London, and the date letter D in the style for the 1970s. So this is mid-1970s.
1978 to be precise. Not a classic antique.
£48, not a bad price for them.
Perhaps potential for a small profit then.
They're not going to fetch hundreds of pounds at auction, but there should be a little bit of room in them. I really like them, especially if we can get a little bit off.
Yeah, you don't want a big bill, do you? Sorry, couldn't resist. Elsewhere in the shop, Catherine's in her element.
This is hilarious. A merit chemistry set. Looking at this rather smart young boy on the front. This probably dates from the 70s. Let's have a little look inside. So, we've got the infamous iron filings. No experiment would be complete without the iron filings. And then you've got your brush for cleaning the test tubes. I think that's a really good fun set.
Rather retro, but will it pass the auction litmus test?
It's priced up at £15, which is actually okay for a bit of nostalgia. But if I bought it, knowing how good I was at chemistry, I'd probably end up setting the auction house on fire. So I think we'll leave it put.
Phew. Stand down with your safety goggles, everyone.
We've got some boxes. If it's not jewellery, I don't want it.
You can't take Hatton Garden out of the boy, eh?
And what do you know? There's some jewellery in here. So what does the label say? It says 9-carat gold hat pin, £45. Well, firstly, it's not a hat pin. This is a stick pin or a tie pin.
Yes, a little too short to secure a hat.
So I'm hoping this is the correct label. And if we take a look stylistically, it's Victorian jewellery, probably 1890 in age, set with seed pearls and what looks like a diamond. And if we turn it around, there is a little stamp here. So I'm just going to loop it.
Excellent. Excite us with your expertise.
We've got some split pearls. It does look like gold to me, and the diamond in the centre, an old mine-cut diamond. Okay, so the stamp says SS and 18. I think SS is probably the maker, and 18 probably for 18 karat gold. So I think this has been labelled wrong. The pin here is probably a base metal. Now, why would they do that? Well, to save a little bit of money, but also for sturdiness. Gold is a soft metal. If you've got something that's acting as a pin, you don't want it to be soft and malleable. You want it to hold its structure. It's not to skimp on money all the time. It's a sweet survivor from the Victorian age. Pearls, diamonds, and I mean, for £45, I think I'd be an idiot to leave it behind. So this is definitely coming to auction.
Providing you can pin down a deal.
Now let's see what else we can find.
Good spot, is she? I think that's what you call a hidden gem. I'd keep an eye on him if I were you, Catherine.
Where's Ishi?
And see what he's by. What are you looking at?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I'm just seeing what's about. There's a nice piano. Should I sing to you?
Yes, sing to me. Serenade me.
I'm gonna win.
Can you play?
I'm gonna win.
Oh, no, he can't play.
I'm gonna win.
Crikey, let's not shatter the glassware, is she?
Have you found anything?
I found a couple of things, actually.
Have you?
Quite happy.
Oh, he's happy. I've got something for you. Here we are. Catch.
Oh, I love you too.
Isn't that
I'm gonna
sweet?
cherish
How
this
kind
forever.
am I?
Thank you. Maybe it'll be a draw.
What are they like? Such a soppy pair. Moving downstairs, Catherine's hunt continues.
Oh my goodness me, that is heavy. Mark,
Yes.
can I just ask you a few questions about this piece?
Yes, of course you can.
I'm really interested in this. I think sculpturally it's very attractive. It's got a
Yes.
sort of slight Moore-esque type thing. It's 70s, 80s?
I would say 70s, 80s. Obviously, African tribal art.
Amazing to be carved out of one piece. You've got the sort of seated figure.
It's like the thinker.
Rodin.
Yeah, that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Value-wise, thinking is also required. Currently unpriced.
Thing. It's just a very nice piece.
It is a really nice piece. I'm going to take the same position as this thinker here. I'm going to do a quick 360 of the shop, and then maybe I could go and speak to your manager afterwards.
no problem. Okay,
Lovely.
thank
Carving out a potential purchase there. Elsewhere in the shop,
Oh, would you know? I thought I'd lost these, but I finally found my marbles.
dear oh dear is she.
They're in a really lovely glass bowl. Probably a sweet bowl, but be collectible. You can get hand-blown ones, you can get different designs with lots of glasswork. They're an art form in themselves. I don't think these are really early marbles, but I love them.
Me too. Takes me right back to my youth. Anyway, are you going to have them for keepsies?
It's not ticketed up, but if this is the right price, this could do quite well. Let's find out how much they are.
Sounds like he's lining up a triple deal. Brace yourself, Vic.
Hey Vic, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks. Is she and yourself?
Yeah, well, I've got my hands full.
A good sign. Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm going to put these down.
Yep.
Found these duck rings, so they're ticketed up at £48. This crescent stick pin marked up at 45,
Here.
and then this bowl of marbles,
Right.
but it's not got a ticket price.
Well, I put about 30 on, but about 20.
Perfect. So 20 on the marbles,
Yep.
93 between these two.
113, so we say about £100 altogether.
I'll shake your hand, sir.
Nice one, Vic. £20 for the bowl of marbles, and we'll call it 40 for the Victorian stick pin and 40 for the pair of duck rings.
Clean 100,
Thank you very much.
and I'm very excited to see how these do. Take
Nice
care.
to see you. Thank you very
Bye-bye.
much. Bye-bye.
And with that, he's off. £70 for future shopping. As for our other shopper, having scoured the store top to bottom, is that African sculpture still a goer, Catherine?
Vic, good to see you.
Good
Right.
to see you as well.
I'm thinking quite a lot about that sculpture. It just caught my eye. What's your best on it?
Well, I put 120 on it. What about 70?
Can we do 60? This is real money.
Are you sure?
Yes. Real hard cash.
Is it?
Yeah, 24 to 60, just
It
for
is.
you.
Well, she didn't give you much choice there, Vic. That's how to close a deal.
Thank you so much. I'm going to
You're
go
welcome.
and flex the muscles, pick it
Yes,
up.
that's right, yeah.
£40 left in her pocket for tomorrow. And with that, shopping for today is done.
I feel like you've bought something quite special.
Found two really nice duck rings. 1970s.
Ducks or doves?
The ducks.
I don't think they're doves. They're peace and love and
No,
they're ducks.
quack, quack. Quack.
Now I know what a duck sounds like. I have been worried all these years.
Quack, quack.
Nighty-night, you two.
Catherine, day 2, how you feeling?
We've got a really packed day actually today. It's going to be a busy day.
You betcha. Mind you, they weren't kicking their heels yesterday either, with Ishi securing an ecclesiastical trinket box, a pair of silver duck rings, a gold stick pin, and a bowl of marbles.
I thought I'd lost these.
Remaining in his wallet, £70. In Catherine's haul is an African tribal sculpture, a pair of Asian candlesticks, a French Art Deco clock, and a set of lobster picks.
I do like my lobster.
Our posh pal has £40 left to spend today.
I have noticed you are very secretive when it comes to your purchases. I haven't seen you actually buy a thing.
That's because I'm too quick. I'm like a whippet. I'm quite quick. I've been buying very quickly. There's been so much cash changing hands, Ishi. You've got no idea.
If only it was so easy to change gear. For now, our two are sticking in Gloucester to discover the story of a particular old Gloucestonian born in 1750, whose musical ability helped shape the very identity of the United States of America. Catherine is meeting Gloucester Cathedral's Director of Music, Adrian Partington, in the glorious 15th century Lady Chapel.
Adrian, I'm lucky enough to have been in quite a lot of cathedrals in this country, but I don't think I have been in one as beautiful as this. But we're not here to talk about the building as such, we're here to talk about John Stafford Smith. So who was he?
John Stafford Smith was the son of one of my predecessors. Little John was a chorister in the cathedral choir and then went to the big lights. He went to sing in the Chapel Royal, London, and became one of the leading musicians of the day.
So he's a composer.
He was a composer.
So many popular tunes which we may know today.
Well, there's one tune that he wrote which is famous across the world.
I'm intrigued.
I could sing it now, but I'm going to tantalize you a little bit. I'll tell you a bit about it first.
Go on then.
Okay. John Stafford Smith belonged to a gentleman's club called the Anacreontic Society, which was named after an ancient Greek poet called Anacreon, who only wrote poems about what good thing music and what a good thing wine was. And this gentleman's club was into music and wine, I'm afraid. And he must have been asked to write a sort of special anthem for this club. He came up with this thing called the Anacreontic Song, and it goes like this. Dum ba bum 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 dum ba dum bum bum bum.
The American national anthem.
Absolutely. But the words were not the words that are used now. And that song became a real hit.
From the Anacreontic song's boozy roots, somehow the tune made its way across the pond, where, in a peculiar early 19th century cocktail, it was combined with words by American lawyer and amateur poet Francis Scott Key. The iconic Star Spangled Banner was born, and in 1931, US Congress made it the official national anthem, with President Herbert Hoover signing it into law. An incredible accolade for John Stafford Smith, but having died almost a century earlier, one that he would never know. Parts of the organ that he played back in the 18th century still remain, and treating us to a rendition of the famed tune is Jonathan Hope, the cathedral's Assistant Director of Music.
Amazing. How does it feel to actually play this now American anthem, but it had its core in Gloucester?
I think we're proud that it's associated with us, and it's wonderful to play it in a building like this as well. It's a joy.
It's really quite ironic that Stafford Smith was actually writing probably quite an innocent song that would have been a drinking song in the tavern.
Yep.
And yet now it's completely transformed and become this hugely powerful national anthem.
Absolutely. I'm not surprised in a way because, I mean, all singing it does the same thing, whether you're in a pub or you're singing a national anthem. It exists for the same reason, to lift the spirits. It's just in different ways. When you're in a pub, you're lifting your spirits in that way, and national anthem, it's a patriotic lifting of the spirits.
I wonder why they adopted it, though. I wonder why they thought it was the perfect anthem for America.
It's a great tune. There's a feeling of tension all the way through that is resolved at the end, and it's just the fusion of the words and the music that make it the banger that it is.
That banging anthem is now at the heart of American identity, sung at 4th of July celebrations, the Super Bowl, and of course, presidential inaugurations. Once a humble drinking song, now instantly recognised the world over. What a remarkable gift from one Gloucesterian to the US of A. Now, where's our resident boy racer got to? He's rallying onwards to Cirencester, a historic Roman town, once the second largest settlement in Britain after London, and a skip and a hop from St John Baptist, one of the biggest parish churches in England, is Cirencester Antique Centre, a last chance saloon for Ishi and his remaining £70.
Let's find some treasure.
That's the plan.
Hello,
Brian,
good
hi,
morning.
how are you?
Nice to see you.
What a gorgeous day for it.
Absolutely fantastic, yeah.
How far back does this go?
Oh gosh, about 2 miles.
Okay, lots to look at. I better get hunting.
Yeah, absolutely.
A sprawling Aladdin's cave awaits. Rooms and rooms, look.
Even more rooms?
Yup, a lot of rooms, packed with collectibles from over 80 dealers.
Blimey.
It's a jewellery buff's heaven. No wonder he's gravitating towards the cabinets.
Now, I've spotted 2 brooches that look quite interesting here. Early 19th century. So both of them are agate and they look like they're set in yellow gold, probably a lower carat, so around 9 carat. They're in really nice condition. The stones are nice, tight and secure. The rectangular one says £40. The oval piece, £58. That's £98 for both. I only have £70. So maybe let's put these back, carry on looking and see if there's anything else that catches my eye.
Crack on then, Ishi. Now, still back in Gloucester, just around the corner from the cathedral, Catherine's got one more shopping stop. The Gloucester Antique Centre. Mick's the man in charge today.
Hello.
Hello there.
Like to see a man do a bit of cleaning.
Absolutely. Don't let the wife know, though, will you?
No, I won't. So, what have we got?
Anything you want. We've got 40+ dealers in here.
Right, it might be a while. You might not find me again. Thanks,
Enjoy.
Mick.
You get browsing, Catherine. This place has cabinets creaking with collectibles as far as the eye can see.
£40. What does £40 buy?
Oh, I'm sure you'll find something.
It's going to be hard. I think it's going to be really hard in here because sometimes it's easier in smaller shops. It's easier to find. When you've got such a big space like this, yeah, it's going to take me a while.
Well, better hop to it then. Those goodies aren't going to buy themselves.
A Chinese brush box at £68, that seems quite cheap. Always quite desirable at auction, really depending on the quality of them. Sometimes these can make hundreds into thousands of pounds. I've sold them before for thousands.
If only you'd been on that kind of form on this trip.
You are looking for a pair, and we do have a pair here. Unfortunately, the decoration doesn't go right the way round. You see, it just stops at the front, which is not a good sign of quality. They are split as well, and I would say that it hasn't really been done with great sort of precision. It's quite roughly carved. There's no real great detail here, which is a shame. These ones, for me, because they're quite naive, I think I'm probably going to leave them.
Fair enough. Got to spend that last £40 wisely.
This is quite nice baby's rattle. It's quite nicely made. They've hallmarked it for 1936. It's not really very loud, is it, for a baby's rattle?
Loud enough.
It's missing a bell. Would it keep a baby entertained? Probably not for more than 2 seconds. But it's a nice gift and it seems very cheap at £48. Very exciting though.
Might be if you were a baby. Back in Cirencester, and you guessed it, Ishi's still into the shiny stuff.
Now there's a really interesting looking fob here. My eye has been drawn to the design on the top of the fob. So we've got here a snake eating its tail, and that's also called an Ouroboros. And it's a symbol of infinity, eternity. That's immediately caught my eye because snakes in jewellery are a very popular motif, and I'm always on the lookout to see if I can spot one.
You struck gold today then.
We've got what appears to be a glass intaglio. So an intaglio is an engraved gemstone. It had a function. You'd use this to stamp your letters and leave your mark. People often had personalised mottos. In the centre, we've got what looks like Cupid riding a donkey. It's a famous old story of a love between Cupid and Psyche.
Indeed, entitled Metamorphosis, aka the Golden Ass, written by philosopher Apuleius in the 2nd century.
Because of the flat shape and how thin the gold is, I do think that it's all gold. In terms of age, early to mid 19th century. If I look inside the case, it says antique yellow metal stone fob, £99. I'm now torn because I love the 2 other brooches. I really like this. I think this could do quite well, but it's going to be a matter of pricing. I'm going to take all 3 up to Brian and see which one's going to come to auction.
Counter decision to come. Prepare for some grovelling, Brian.
Brian,
Hi,
how are
doing?
you?
Great, thank you.
I've never seen so many things in a shop that I wanted. There's these 2 Georgian brooches.
Yes.
And this incredible fob. I was just wondering, do you have any blue tack?
Yeah, sure.
Ah, the old try before you buy.
There we go.
Okay, I just want to stamp this and give it a good press. Wow, Cupid on a donkey.
So I think it's quite sweet.
I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to be upfront with you. I've got £70.
Right.
So that's got a ticket price of 99 on it. So I know it's cheeky.
Going to be some arm twisting, is there?
But I mean, I've just been distracted by all this jewellery you're wearing. You've got the best taste.
Oh dear.
You've got the best shop.
Thank you.
Laying it on a bit thick, isn't he?
Would you do it for 70?
I'll go on then for you. Yeah, we'll do that for you.
You would?
Yeah, for you.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
I don't even need to ask about these. So this is the winner.
That's a beaut.
Smooth. In sealing that intaglio deal, Ishi has now spent every last penny of his £200 budget.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Oh, see you soon.
Good luck. Take
Thanks,
care.
Brian.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
I think he might be happy. Now, how's our gal in Gloucester?
What is this? It's a bit weird. It's got a lizard on the top. They're calling it a trinket box. Studio pottery, I mean, you hear it quite often. A piece of studio pottery is something that's been handmade really from start to finish. It's impossible to date this. If we had initials, then we could date it. £38 for this. Doesn't seem a lot of money, considering the amount of hours that have gone into making this.
Just within budget.
And the more I look at it, the more I like it.
Well, what's it to be then?
Mick,
Catherine.
I genuinely don't know what to do. 2 items that have caught my eye. A very traditional baby's silver rattle, priced up at 48.
Yep.
Or the iguana, a piece of studio pottery. Completely different items, all probably within budget. Because the rattle is at 48.
Yeah.
What do you think you can do?
Yeah, well, at first it was going to be 38, and then we realised it was missing a bell, so that can be 35.
What about the iguana?
I can go to 28 on that.
Ooh. What would you buy at auction out of the 2?
I would go for the lizard, yeah.
What did we say, 28?
28.
25?
Go on then, 25.
Yeah.
Very kind, Mick. That lovely lizard pottery piece wraps up Catherine's buys.
There you go. I'll see you later.
All the best.
Thanks
Wish
a
you
lot.
all the luck.
Bye.
Good job, Catherine. £15 left unspent. That's not like you. And with that, our twosome's auction hauls are complete.
Catherine, I've noticed you are a little bit competitive at auction. Is that all the time?
Well, of course I'd love to win at auction. Yeah. I think at the end of the day, do you want to win?
Yeah.
I want to win.
Well, somebody's going to. Shut up, please, you two. We're back in Starbridge for the third of our auction head-to-heads.
2-1 after this, or 3-0?
I think it's going to be 3-0 because you've got that gorgeous intaglio.
Oh, let's see what happens.
Oh, time will tell.
After whizzing around Gloucestershire, our pair have lugged their hauls to the West Midlands, where, with the help of Fielding's auctioneers, they'll be selling in the room, online and over the phone. Conducting proceedings, Kaylee Davies.
Gavel's up at 85.
Catherine spent £185 on her 5 lots. Any faves, Kaylee?
I really love this French sunburst clock. It is missing the glass, which is against it, but it's a very classic design and we've had a lot of pre-sale interest in it, so I anticipate this doing quite well today.
Ishi spent his full £200 budget, also on 5 lots. Anything catching your eye?
The most unusual item is the little fob. I think we might have some real good competition on this one because it is pretty unique and pretty interesting.
Right, let's get cracking.
How are you feeling?
Mixed.
I want you to win.
I do too.
First up, will Catherine's French sunburst timepiece run true with the auction crowd?
It's lovely.
£10 I ask on this one. £10 I have, looking for 15, 15 and 20. 25 I have now, 25 and 30 is...
30 is climbing.
Keep going, keep going.
The 30 I have and 5 and 40 is the 35 I have. It's all online. It's 35 and 40 now. We all sure and done at £40. Gavel's up at 40.
It's not a loss.
But it's not a profit either.
That was such a handsome piece. I even had to go up a ladder to get that.
Oh.
Next, Ishi's ecclesiastical trinket box.
How big is it?
It's this big.
And we're straight in at £15 on this lot. 15 I have and 20. My bid's cleared. It's £20, 25, 30 now. It's £30 online and looking for the 5 now.
Gavel down. Gavel
Come
down.
on.
At £30, Gavel's up at 30, 35 last second. 40 is the £35 then.
Yes.
Oh,
Ishi's prayers are answered with a small profit.
well, you did well with that £5. I don't know how you scraped that, but you did.
It was divine intervention.
On to Catherine's posh purchase next.
Well, maybe your lobster pickers will do well. Claw your way to a profit.
Ishi, where are you getting these awful puns from?
And way will on this one, £10 I ask for them. £10 I have, looking for 15 now. 15 I have and 20 is the 15 I bid and looking for 20 now. 15 I have and 20 is the, it's 15 and 20 is the £15. So all we're going to get is £15, all sure and done at £15.
I'm speechless.
Someone snapped up a bargain.
£15 for a set of lobster pickers.
Next, will Ishi's pair of silver duck rings fit the bill?
Do you like them?
I do.
One for you, one for me.
And £10 for them. £10 for them. 10, 15 and 20 is the £15 looking for 20. £15. So we all sure and done it. £15. I thought they'd do a little bit more than that. £15.
That's not good.
No, it's not. They've flown off on the cheap.
So ducks and lobsters.
Ducks and lobsters,
Just
we will
stay away from water.
stay away from water, yeah.
Next, we have Catherine's pair of Asian candlesticks.
These are gorgeous.
And way will on this one, £15 for them. £15 I ask. 10 if it helps. No interest at £5 at all. 5, 15, 10, 15.
Come on, please, look at them.
£15 I'm bid, looking for 20. It's £15.
Not our day.
I'm sorry.
What a shame, Catherine. Such nice things, those.
Someone's got a great buy.
A bargain.
Time for a bit of sparkle. Ishi's Victorian stick pin.
Look at it.
Sweet little lot, this one, and I've got commission interest. I'm going to have to go straight in at £30.
£30 for diamond and pearls.
Surely there's got to be more than that. It's £30. Looking for the 5 elsewhere. £30. Fair warning at 30 then.
That's not good.
Crikey, a bit of bargain bling there.
It hurts, doesn't it?
On to Catherine's bulkiest buy, the African carved wooden sculpture.
And where you will on this one? £10 I ask here.
And it's huge.
Ouch! It's a really good looking piece.
£10 I have, 15 now. £15, looking for 20 from you online. Are you coming back online? It's £15. My gavel's up at 15.
I need some love, Ishi.
Yeah, he doesn't look happy about it either, does he?
I actually can't get over that.
I'm sorry.
Next up, a bowl full of nostalgic fun. Takes me right back to my school days.
I found my marbles.
And where you will on this one, £10 I ask for them. £10, £10, 15.
15, come on.
15 I have and 20 is there. £15, so we all sure and done it. £15.
Gavel down.
15?
Keepsies on the cheapsies.
That's a pity, I'm really disappointed.
On to Catherine's last lot, the piece of studio pottery.
What was your thinking with this lizard box?
It's an iguana.
And where you will on this one, £10 I ask. £5 I have online, £5 I have, looking for 10 now. Surely there's got to be £10 for this. £10 now, 15.
15?
15, keep going.
We all sure and done at £15. Gavel's up at 15.
I think this has been a disaster for me.
Oh dear, Catherine, that's scurrying off to a new home for a pittance.
Again, you see these pieces and you think you can't lose on that.
Now, drum roll, please. Ishi's last lot. Will the Cupid Intaglio seal capture the bidders' hearts?
And £30 I bid, but 35 is left with an absentee bidder. 35 is my bid, 45, 55, 55, 60, 65, 70 and 5 and 80 and 5 and 90.
Well done.
95, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170.
£100 profit.
170 I have, looking for 180. Looks like the pace of bidding has stopped. It's 170. I'm giving you a last chance. It's 170 with my online bidder. You're out in the room. It's £170 and my gavel is up.
Well done. You well deserved.
Oh.
Wow, the bidders were head over heels for that. A great profit.
Oh, Ishi, you have wiped the floor with me today.
So, the final scores are in for auction number 3. A sore one for Catherine. After sale room costs, she made a loss of £97. But once again, Ishi's eye for a bargain has sealed the deal. With sale room fees deducted, he's made a profit of £33.20. And all overall profits at the end of the trip will go to children in need. So that makes it 3-0 to Ishi in their best of 5. Playing for pride now, Catherine.
You're in Taglio! That was amazing.
I'm so happy.
Well, you should take a bow. I think you should take the walk on the red carpet.
Okay.
Go on. Well done.
Next time, the claws are out.
Something could happen today. Something mysterious could happen.
Maybe 4th gear?
They'll try anything to sniff out treasure.
What do you think about this? Yes?
Where are the bargains hidden?
But who will be the top dog at auction?
Team Catherine, forget Ishi.